Hello. So my speech today will be an informational speech about martial arts. So first I'd like to talk about the values of martial arts, or the values that it teaches. So, one of the most famous, if not the most famous swordsman and duelist through history is named Miyamoto Musashi. And he had one specific quote that I'm fond of. It was 1,000 days of lessons for discipline, 10,000 days of lessons for mastery. Miyamoto Musashi. So, I like this because what it teaches and preaches is discipline and repetition. Persistence throughout a long period of time. Also, when hearing this quote, you can tell it's not going to be easy. But if you persevere through it, you can achieve it. For example, I do martial arts. And one thing that my dojo teaches are the nunchucks. I used to be terrible at these. I may not be as great as I'd like, but I have been practicing a lot lately. And in the beginning, I hit my face quite a few times. But after I kept on working and working and working, I can now successfully use them. This was done through lots of hours of perseverance, training, and mastery. Just a few values that are taught through martial arts. Also, martial arts teaches a certain amount of respect alongside the discipline. It teaches perseverance. It teaches persistence and integrity. These are some essential values that you can see throughout martial arts. They have been taught through all the different styles in all the different countries for over 1,000 years. Now, self-defense is also a huge part of martial arts. It's also a huge part in our society. Ronald Reagan said, "Self-defense is not only our right, it is our duty." What this means is that we have a right to defend ourselves, and we should do it. But it goes deeper than that. What we should also do is defend those who cannot defend themselves. We should use what we know and what we can do to help those who cannot help themselves. I myself teach a martial arts class at my school. Not just because, actually, I do not even ask for any community service credits or anything, but what I do is I teach to help people. I feel that every single person should know how to defend themselves. And it is an essential skill because you never know when you'll need it. And I can personally say that every single person in my entire class has greatly benefited from this. More confidence, more discipline, and even more confidence with everything, really. They no longer fear that they cannot defend themselves. And I think that is something that is very important. Next, I'd like to talk about what I'd like to call getting back up. So, a quote by Mike Tyson, "Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth." A bit brutal at first, if you think, but once you dive a bit deeper, you realize what this means. You realize that this means everyone has a plan. Chances are that plan's going to go wrong, and when it does, it won't work. And it goes straight out the window. But what you have to do is adapt. You have to move on, and you have to find a different way. You have to persevere through all the pain, all the hardships, and all that. And that's an important thing that martial arts teaches. And I myself have learned this. So, I was always a very smaller kid when when I competed, that was a bit of a problem. In fact, my first tournament, I got second place to my best friend, which I hated. And that also became the last time that I've ever lost. In fact, that was the only time I have ever lost in a tournament. Why is that? Well, that's because the second that happened, my plan had gone out the window, essentially. The second that happened, I began training and training and training. I improved my body as well as my technique. In fact, I even jumped in with the adult classes. So I'd be rolling and sparring against adults rather than people my age, height, or weight. What this did is it helped me to improve all my skills, but what it really did is help me to persevere. Lastly, I'd like to talk about some health benefits of martial arts. Now, right off the bat, you can already think of some good health benefits. You're exercising. Fantastic. But some specific ones are cardiovascular health, muscle tone, weight loss, reflexes, mobility, strength and power, flexibility, stability and coordination, blood pressure, and mental health. This according to Perfect Mind. So, martial arts is not just for the values, not just for the discipline, not just for the perseverance. It is also very good for your mind and body. Some of the things stated really are some health benefits that I have received through martial arts. And I've also seen and witnessed many others receive the same results. Of course, results may vary, but I know that others have improved in these areas. Martial arts for me is a special thing. It's not just a sport, it's a way of life. You can live an entire lifetime in a fight. And to me, that is truly incredible. But with the health benefits, there are so many, as comes from exercise. And I think that's a very important thing to look at alongside all the other values and things that martial arts gives. These reasons to me are why martial arts is absolutely important. These are the reasons why martial arts has stuck with me and why I have stuck with it throughout the years. This is why martial arts is important to me and why I'm doing my speech on it. I feel that everyone should know martial arts. I also am very glad to have been a part of it and a part of my family at the dojo. Thank you.